It's a beautiful day here in February in South Carolina, and it's a Saturday. I don't usually work on Saturdays. I keep a fairly good schedule, try and have a nice work-life balance, and so I usually keep hours of 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, for business hours, working on other people's bikes. Stepped on, what have I stepped on? Bunch of big glob of mud. Anyways, but I'm out here on a Saturday because I'm going to work on one of my own bikes. I'm going to try and start doing this maybe every other Saturday. Get out here in the shop and work on my own stuff. I know some of y'all want to see my own stuff get worked on. That's the reason why many of y'all are here. A lot of my earlier videos on this channel were only about my own motorcycles, and then I kind of started branching out into working on bikes for other people and buying and selling bikes, and so now we're at where we're at. Orange bike is what we're working on today. My buddy Adam's coming over. We're gonna yank the transmission out. Orange bike's right there, my orange Shovelhead, and throw the transmission up in the vise in my little transmission jig holder thing, and take it apart and see what we can find and why this bike won't shift into second gear. So let me set the camera down, push the bike out, get it out here on a lift, and Adam should be here any minute. We'll get started. It is nice though that the ATF has stayed nice and pink. Doesn't look like we're putting any engine oil in there. This is isolated primary, obviously, so the flywheel main shaft seal there is flipped around backwards. So yeah, keep working. Funny story about this piece of shift linkage. The first test ride I took on this bike, after putting this all back together last time, that cotter pin right there fell out, and so then the clevis pin fell out, and then the shift linkage fell off. But luckily I was in third gear, so I made it home in one gear. That was fun. So I handed Adam the camera while I was working, and he just kind of filmed me, but also filmed around the shop and around the property, and I'm happy with what he did. He got some cool shots here that y'all will see. You know, this was just a sweet, laid-back, easy-going Saturday out here in my shop, two guys hanging out and working on a Shovelhead, but not working too terribly fast or too terribly hard, spending time to just sit down and talk and tell stories and show each other pictures of bikes and do things like walk around the house and look at some of the other projects I've got going on right now, like Tom's Cervicar, this 55 Cervicar in the backyard. It moves under its own power now, which is cool, so Adam wanted to go check that thing out. And yeah, this is kind of, you know, a more laid-back episode. Like I said, just two dudes in the shop working on my bike, getting it ready for me to ride in the spring. They changed that a couple years ago. You can pump your own gas in Jersey now.
Oh yeah, they can finally do shit for themselves.
Yep. I got a funny story about that. One of my first attempts at college, and I very, very briefly dated this chick who was from New Jersey. She was from kind of outside of Ocean, what is it? She was from New Egypt, and she would just like get drunk and do stupid stuff. And she called me one night at like 3 o'clock in the morning. She was at this rundown, terrible sit go. We called it the shit go. And she couldn't figure out how to pump the gas, so I had to get out of bed. I didn't have a car at the time. I had to walk like a mile to this gas station to help this girl pump gas at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I broke up with her immediately. I wasn't going to be a jerk and leave her there with no gas, but yeah, I pumped her gas and then broke up with her. The master link on this bike fought us pretty hard, but Adam had the magic touch on that thing this day. And with the kicker removed, then we were able to pull the transmission out once I got the wiring out of the way. Not much wiring on this bike, but somehow managed to find its way in my way. But there we go. A 4-speed ratchet top transmission. This lady had died, or the husband had died. Damn. That pulled the threads right out of the case with it. I thought just the stud came out, man. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus on that.
Shit.
Well, it was over there. I started taking all the fasteners out of the shift lid and found that one of the long bolts was stripped out. Victory. Fuck that bolt. Exactly. So, looking at these shift forks, you can see that this one is warped. It's nowhere close to straight. And in addition to that, you can see where I'm pointing with this Allen key, it's also cracked. Right at the end here, I lay the Allen key next to it for something straight as a reference. In addition to that, it looks like the shift fork got the shift dog. It's pretty blued, and the edges of that shift dog look like they're chipped up pretty badly. So, off with the kicker cover, which seemed kind of tight on this one, and then drive the shift shaft out of this ratchet top transmission. Probably time for a new throwout bearing while we're in here. We also got a visit from Hank, the shop dog. He's my buddy, pretty much always by my side and loves people, loved hanging out with Adam. I actually really like this shot here of him in the backyard because it reminds you that while yes, I am a full-time functional shop, I am still just a regular, ordinary dude in his backyard working on bikes.
Looks like a problem.
I would say. So there's a whole nother case, but more importantly, pretty sure that's what we need. I don't know if I have any shift forks in there or not, dude. This whole set of gears with another shaft. Yeah, see.
Nice. Perfect.
It's used, obviously, but I bet if I dig around in here enough, dude, I can probably turn up another one. Yep, there's another one. Another one. So that wraps us up today for this episode. I'm happy about this. Like, this is good. He tore it down and found the proverbial smoking gun inside this transmission, right? And the coolest part is, as y'all saw, I have everything I need to fix this. Hang on. There's the bottom half of that broke shift fork. There's a whole new shift fork. There's another shift dog. I mean, I've got basically everything I need. I've got a Shovelhead primary gasket set, a James set already on the shelf. I ordered for thinking I was going to need for a customer's bike, and then ended up not actually needing it. So that's sitting on the shelf. I've got everything. I've got bearings, I've got seals, I've got gaskets, I've got everything I need to put this back together. I've got the shift fork alignment tool. So y'all will see another episode of taking this transmission apart, fixing everything that's wrong inside of it, and putting it back together. And then I'll probably do another episode, break this into 3 parts, where the third episode then is putting the transmission back in the bike, primary back on it, all that nonsense, and going to ride this thing. So Adam, I'm sure you'll watch this, man. Thanks for coming over today. Had a really good time. Thanks for being behind the camera. Thanks for being another hand here in the shop and just hanging out and talking. And it's great when you can get together with your buddies who y'all share something together, that you're passionate about. And the vintage Harley community, these old bikes aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Like, there's so many of us guys in our 20s and 30s and 40s who are still keeping this old iron on the road, just like guys who are now in their 60s and 70s and 80s were doing when they were our age, right? So it's pretty cool. It's cool to see how this stuff spans generations, and how we're all in this together. So thanks again, Adam, for coming over, man. Thanks for giving me the motivation to get out here and work on my own junk on a Saturday. I'm gonna keep doing this. I've got flip bikes I need to fix to get ready to sell in the spring. I've got some work to do to my iron head. I've got, obviously, my uncle's panhead I need to seriously, actually get into. I've basically done nothing to it. I'm gonna ride that bike this year. I'm gonna ride that bike this summer. So y'all get to watch all that here. All right, everybody, have a good day. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. More to come on the orange bike. We'll see y'all soon.